is Shelby. I am coach of the Pecatonica Fire Squirrels, and this is my Season 6 YCL Draft Analysis. We had a total of 68 points for 9 to 11 Pokemon, and I was first pick overall. I also have Adam here as my little sidekick because when I draft, I don't really put much thought behind it. I kind of just look at Pokemon and be like, I like it. So he is here for the actual strategic, logistic reason.
Basically, there's a few things she drafted. She has no idea what it does, but it's actually going to be very cool what the final team looks like.
So, with that, I hope everyone likes the video. Like and subscribe to my channel. You don't have to, but hey, it always helps out. So yeah, let's get into this analysis with round 1, which is Zygarde. My thought behind it was, I don't like it used against me because I always get my ass kicked. So if I don't want to use against me, I'll draft it. So boom, Zygarde.
What's
Also,
it?
also I just found out it was ground. I didn't know that. So yeah.
And what are you naming it?
I have decided to name it. I'm a snake.
And what's cool about this mon is it's incredibly bulky with access to Dragon Dance, and you're the best ground type move in the game in Thousand Arrows, which allows you to hit any flying or levitating mon. And I'm not sure how it works with Air Balloon, but you might be able to hit those as well. But we can test that later on.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that.
I mean, you even get access to Glare and Extreme Speed, and Extreme Speed's the second fastest priority besides Fake Out.
I know that one. So yeah, so this was round 1. Also, I've named a couple of my Pokemon, which if you have seen any of my drafts, I don't name them unless Adam decides to throw a name on there. So yeah, so this is I'm a snake. So with that, we're gonna go into round 2, which is Entei. Now I shit you not, the only reason why I named Entei was so I can name it Daddy. Because you cannot tell me from watching that Pokemon movie that Entei wasn't sexy. And you cannot tell me I'm wrong. So, therefore, I like to introduce Daddy.
So you have one of the best fire types and moves in the game with this mon called Sacred Fire. If it lands, it has a 50% chance to burn, and it's physical. Not many it's really good. That, and you have access to. Do you know what Inner Focus does?
Nope.
This can't be flinched, and it's immune to your opponent with Intimidate that wants to lower your attack.
Mm-hmm.
And this also gets extreme speed like Zygarde, so you have access to heavy priority with your first 2 mons.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that. I just got it because I want to name it Daddy.
But you're gonna have a lot of fun with this because this gets rock and ground coverage to be able to hit its weaknesses, and it even gets Solar Beam to hit water types.
Yeah, Entei's just sexy. So, with ending on that with round 3 with Azumarill. Azumarill is a pretty good go-to for me because Water Fairy, why the hell not? I run Belly Drum on this thing a lot. I just felt confident with this pick. It was on the board, surprisingly. So, yeah, I got it.
You want to know your new fact about this thing that helps your team?
I love new facts.
That was sarcasm as all hell. But you have thick fat with Azu. We've never ran that set before with all the times you drafted it. But fire and ice moves have their damage halved by this mon. So it's taking quarter damage when hit by a fire type move, and it's taking half when hit by an ice, but it's already water type, so it's realistically doing the same thing for both of those. That, and you have your Sap Sipper for when you face like mons like Rillaboom.
Yeah. Again, I just picked it because I felt confident with it. I drafted it quite a few times. It helped me with my championship in SDAL. Yeah, it was there, so I got it.
I might be naming this one Potato. You
Because
cannot look at it and not say it's potato with fucking ears.
it's a potato.
It's either that or it's an Easter egg with legs.
No, it's a potato. So, we're gonna go into round 4, which was Togekiss. Um, I don't draft flying types. I don't. Togekiss was on the board. I need a flying type for Defog, and I drafted it. Now, Adam, why don't I draft flying types?
If it's not fucking cute, she doesn't want it.
Fucking right. If it's not cute, I don't fucking want it. I don't care if it puts me at a disadvantage. I don't care if I don't have Defog. If it's not cute, I don't fucking want it.
That and with Serene Grace, this gives you your Defogger, which you normally don't get for hazard removal. And you get Air Slash, which is 60% chance to flinch. Burn with Flamethrower is 40% chance to burn. Any secondary effect is doubled. So, like, say this used a move like Charge Beam, it's now 100% special attack boost because it doubles that. It's going to be an interesting mon for you. It's decently fast, and hey, you like fairies.
I like it because it's cute and it was flying, and I needed a flying type. So boom, Togekiss. With that, I'm going to go to round 5, which is Leafeon. Again, it's another Pokemon I felt confident with. It helped me to get into my championship with SEAL. For 2 points, Leafeon is a steal because this Pokemon puts up one hell of a fight. Like don't shit on these some of these evolutions because Leafeon, fucking awesome. Also, fuck Venusaur. I'll 100% pick Leafeon over Venusaur because fuck that shit Pokemon. I'm pretty sure Adam's gonna have some fun facts.
I'm looking at something. Okay. Okay, so it's not pulling up all your kills for Leafeon for some reason, but for some reason it says you're at 0 kills with Leafeon in SDAL.
Oh, that's a damn lie.
Something happened with the stats.
I mean, I have the video up on my channel for SEAL. Watch that video.
You got 13 kills with it. For
yeah.
A 2-point mon.
Leafeon's one hell of a good Pokemon. Again, I will hands down pick Leafeon over any grass type.
The fun thing about this is if you decided to face a weather team, this also nobody's really done it that I've seen, but special Leafeon is a thing with Weather Ball. So that's gonna be interesting.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna run that. So we're gonna go to round 6.
I may have already made the special one named Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. So round 6 is Ninetales. I'm gonna be 100% with you. Some was absolutely not on my radar. Adam mentioned that would help out with Leafeon Entei, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. So I drafted it.
It's kind of a slight nerf to your Azumarill, though, even though you'll be +6 attack, technically, and Sun that's hitting at +3, so it's still going to hammer hard. So it's not really a absolute nerf for Azumarill, but that's okay. But this mon also gets access to status coverage for you as well. You get Hypnosis to put things asleep, you have Toxic, I think it gets Thunder Wave as well, but you love your Flame Charge mons.
Oh yeah, I love Flame Charge.
Ninetales being able to Flame Charge for just 1 physical attack and then 3 special attacks, and Sun is kind of really good. That and this gets access to Scorching Sands. She has a chance to burn things, so she'll be able to hit other fire types with this, and she gets access to Solar Beam to it's a turn 1 hit KO on Gastrodon even through Rindo if she's Life Orb. Unless they run heavy defense, then that's a Gastrodon new and no damage.
So
Oh, you get Will-O-Wisp as well, so you can burn things. So you can make their attack permanently halved the second you burn them.
Yeah, again, Ninetales wasn't really on my radar until Adam mentioned Sun. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, yeah, I got it. I mean, There's no thought behind it, really.
But I believe 69 speed for a 3-point Mon is insane.
Yeah, fuck Torkoal, by the way. So round 7, Bronzong. I don't draft Steel, unless it's Bisharp, but a certain someone
Also her weak one opponent.
beat me to it. So inconsistency. You hurt my feelings, and I'm gonna beat you up.
I just want to say, who takes round 2 Bisharp?
I was so
Who
sad.
physically takes round 2 Bisharp?
I was gonna do round 2 Bisharp, but someone decided to pick him.
So, she has absolutely no idea what Bronzong does, so
Nope.
she's going to get a little bit filled in. So, Bronzong is her stealth rocker, which is absolutely amazing because normally she doesn't
I don't do
hazards
hazard.
or do rocks, but with this thing she's actually able to viably do it. This gets access to Levitate to give her Entei and Ninetales a ground immunity, so she doesn't always have to switch into Leafeon or Zoomer or Togekiss to sponge a ground type move. But the fun thing about this is, this gets Weather Ball, surprisingly, and it gets access to the ability Heat Proof, which halves fire damage. So even in Sun, it takes a regular hit that it would. Even if it like... Okay, so Levitate would get one shot in Sun. But Fireproof has a chance to live the hit. And this is also a Trick Room setter for her, so she's able to actually do speed control with it.
Yeah, also, this is probably the first draft I have done that I didn't get Dusknoir. I got Bronzong instead. Why? I don't know.
And another thing, control-wise, you can do with this is you get Psychic Terrain, which turns off priority, and if you combo that with Trick Room, now you are the ultimate controller of speed with this. So, this thing is incredibly slow. You get like 23 speed at level 50.
Sweet.
At minus speed. So, if you turn off their terrain, they can't hit you. And now you're just smacking them in the face.
Yeah, I never used it before, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
So, with that, we're gonna go into round 8 with the Dragalge. I drafted Dragalge quite a few times. Again, so it's another Pokemon that I feel confident with. Saw it on the board, decided why the hell not. So.
Hey, you got T-Spikes, and you're able to absorb T-Spikes. I mean, you got Double Dragon, but you also have a Azumarill and Bronzong to sponge the ice moves.
Again, I just picked it because it's still on the board, and it's a Pokemon I feel confident with.
And you got double ground immunity, so that works out in your favor. And you resist the fairy moves.
And normally I'm like really weak to ground.
Yeah, this is the first draft you have that you're not like ×4 weak to ground.
But I don't have Ghost, Dark, and what else?
Normal. So that's a little bit of a spoiler because yeah, that's not going to be in the final version of this team. But Dragalge gets you can run Poison Point, Rocky Helmet. What Poison Point does is if they make contact with you, they have a 30% chance to be badly poisoned.
Ooh, well, with my luck.
And paired with Rocky Helmet, they're taking 25% damage each time they hit you. Say Surging Strike hits this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they're not protective pads, they're taking the Rocky Helmet. And they're running the risk of being poisoned at the same time. That, and you have your adaptability, which is, I believe, a 50% boost to poison and dragon type moves. Steel types, unless they're very invested, can't switch into this to sponge a dragon type move, but your poison type moves aren't going to hit them. But she has a very unique tracker record with this thing. She, out of 17 focus busts, she's only missed 2. And I have tried 3 times to pull off blunder policy in matches. And it doesn't work. She landed every single one, and she needed one to miss so she could actually win the game. She ended up getting crit in return to one-shot their opponent.
Yeah, fuck you. So we're gonna end on that. So we're gonna go to round 9, which is Jolteon. Again, the Pokemon I felt confident with. I need an electric type. I got Jolteon, and yes, I am running 2 evolutions.
And one of which gives you an electric immunity, which covers for your Togekiss and your Azumarill.
I just need an electric
Actually,
type.
you got double electric immunity, and you have one of the best resists in the game in Bronzong.
I just go for balance, so I pretty much just try and grab every type, which, I mean, doesn't always work out sometimes.
And what fun move do you have on this?
I got Weather Ball! So, fear my Jolteon.
That, she has the hidden ability Quick Feet, so even in Sticky Web matchups, she can be Flame Orb and counteract that to reset her speed back to neutral. Which is really good, or she could be Boots and not have to do all that at all. But a Life Orb, Weather Ball from this actually smacks really hard. Because it becomes Fire type in the sun.
So, yeah. Also, I think Jolteon's shiny is the ugliest shiny ever.
I'm sorry, I grabbed the shiny for this the slide.
It looks like pea yellow.
It's okay. It's not as bad as what it used to be. It used to be a darker green, and it looked like a fucking booger. It looks like it used to be the same color green as shiny Hitmonlee.
It looks like a Leafeon fucked a lime, and this was the result. Was a lime color Jolteon. Like this, yeah, it's gross. Ending on that to round 10 because Adam is looking at me with concern. Shellos. Yeah, Shellos is a really good Pokemon. I don't care what the fuck anyone says. Shellos is a good Pokemon. Also, it got tiny feet.
I got tiny feet. I'm just a love. Walk fast. No, I can't finish the song.
I like Shellos. I think it's a pretty damn good Pokemon.
In CPL, this thing had 7 kills.
Yeah.
And she brought it 3 games.
And yeah, I drafted it for shits and giggles. Well, guess what? I drafted it for shits and giggles.
She countered, almost reverse swept my team for a 1-0 loss with, and I had a Dragon Dance Necrozma, and I also had a I had a Rillaboom that season too, and she still outlasted me with this thing. Somehow, someway, she EV'd this enough to take a non-banded Grassy Glide behind screens and one-shot me back with counter.
So yeah, so if you're my Shellos, we're coming for you, bitches.
You get Toxic, you get, I believe, Yawn, which is, if they don't switch out, they fall asleep. You get Recover, you get Pain Split, you get, Mirror Coat and Counter, so, hey, I get Eevee like, I am super fat. You want to hit me. If I know you're special, hello, Mirror Coat. If I know you're physical, hello, Counter. Oh, we in curriculum. Okay, Recover. Bye!
So, yeah, this is my Shellos, and, yeah, we're gonna beat your asses, bitches. Now, if you have done the math, I have 9 points left. Now, what did I decide to do with those 9 points? Well, I got Halucha. That was it. I had 9 points for it, so I decided to grab that shit.
Okay. I don't know why she got this, and then it baffled me at first, and it baffled a few people that saw her get this. But after, like, I was testing around with her team just to see what it does. Azumarill sets Misty Terrain, so does Togekiss. Leafeon can manually set Grassy Terrain. Bronzong can set Psychic Terrain. You can run the Seeds and proc Haluchas on Burden. This can run White Herb and Close Combat trigger itself. This can even run any Damage Negate Berry and Sword Stance. Are you really doing the click, click, click of the Halucha going Lucha?
I just those a little paws. It's so cute.
Yes, Halucha has tiny little paws.
Paws.
You've got tiny little feet, you got tiny little paws, and you have a Zippy Boy. You have a Toxic Dragon.
So
you
cute.
have a Liberty Bell. You have a fox named Karama.
You got tiny feet too.
Okay, back to Halucha. Okay, so if this, granted, Halucha needs to realistically be a sweeper, it needs to get a Sword Stance off, or the team needs to be weakened. But being able to adapt based off the matchup to be able to get that Sword Stance off, paired with Acrobatics, Close Combat, Drain Punch, Throat Chop, Iron Head, that's really good. So, after looking through that, I'm actually surprised she got this, and she just liked how it looked.
Actually, not really. I had the points for it, so I just picked it.
That, I've never seen you draft 2 flying types.
Dude, you never see me draft a flying type with period.
This is fighting flying, so this is also immune to sticky webs. And toxic spikes.
Ha ha ha. Fuck you guys.
But even though it's flying, it still triggers by the terrain if you have the seed, which is kind of good. But yeah, being 179 speed and then doubling your speed after that, and then being able, if you predict the matchup right, being a Sword Stance and sweep, this thing can just hammer things. This could be a late game sweeper for you. This is going to be an early game breaker. This all depends on how you use it. But
And just to think, I just picked it because I had the points for it. I don't. There's no thoughts in my drafts, like whatsoever. I literally look at the drafts and go, I need that type, or I like that Pokemon. It's cute. I'll pick it. Halucha. Yeah, again, it was just because I had the points for it. There's no thought. There's no thought process whatsoever.
you want to know the fun part? How many weaknesses in the red on your type chart do you think you have with this team?
Well, I know a lot of times it's ground.
The funny thing is, you are only weak to, I believe it was water, electric, and ice. I can double check that, but
I mean, for electric, I have Jolteon to counter that. For water, I have Azumarill to help with that, and Leafeon.
honestly, your synergy with your team is great because for ice type moves, you can switch into Entei, Azumarill, Bronzong, and Shellos to all those.
Yeah, there's no thought process whatsoever.
But to answer your question, my question, you have a neutral to electric, but the only thing you're weak to is ghosts. Psychic and rock.
Oh.
2 of those 3 Bronzong resists. The only reason why your ghost's weak is because you don't have a normal type or a dark type.
Who needs those? Fuck those types.
And that's the only reason why you're weak to psychic, because dark is immune to psychic.
Yeah,
So
fuck
if
those
you
types.
had that, one of those typings, your team would be... Honestly, as it is, this seems amazing. Like, on paper, you take a first glance at this team and you don't expect it to pack a punch, but they honestly don't know her playstyle. And what is your playstyle?
I don't prep worth shit. I literally just throw a team together, play maybe 1 or 2 matches with Adam. I'd be like, that's good enough, and I literally go into the battle.
She plays fuck around, find out. Let's test it. Ooh, Adam fix it.
And
Yay.
and then after he fixes it, I don't test it again. Yeah, I literally play 1 or 2 matches with him, and yeah, that's it. So I mean, technically, I really don't prep. I prep a little bit, like I.
Mocking counts as prep.
Oh, so yeah.
You're getting familiar with your opponent's team And you're actually battling them pretty well for not even knowing what your opponent has.
So yeah, I go 1 or 2 matches with Adam, and yeah, so I mean, yeah, I guess I prep a little bit, but not much whatsoever, not much.
But we've rambled long enough. It's been 25 minutes. You want to do your outro?
Sure. Thank you guys for joining us on this adventure of my draft analysis. I hope you enjoyed my thought processes, which again, there's no thought behind it. I hope everyone likes the video. Like and subscribe to my channel. You don't have to, but it always helps out. Please leave a comment in my video. Tell me what you think of my team or what you think of my drafting style. I hope everyone likes the video. And I will see you guys later. Bye.